Aquarius, how are you guys? I hope you're doing well. This is a reading focused on twin flame connections. So we'll be focusing on these 4 decks here, guys. 2 decks by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot, and then I'll confirm with my self-created tarot decks here. All right, so let's go ahead and get started for your reading. General advice as always, Aquarius, so please keep that in mind throughout your reading and always take from it what makes sense for you personally and release what doesn't. All right, Aquarius, so let's get started here. And your twin flame love, what does the universe need you to know when it comes to your twin flame connection? All right, so let's get started here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius. What is the opening message for this reading? What's the message from the universe? Prince Charming. Okay, so that could certainly be picking up off of the masculine energy. Oh boy, we've got faithful. That is followed by three's a crowd, third party. We also have autumn. Okay, so the autumn season could be significant for some of you. Right now, you know, we're getting ready to enter into the summer season. We're still in spring. So the changing of the seasons might have something to do with time, of course, but changes that could be coming in as far as what's going on with a third party element to your connection. So that could be a masculine perhaps who was unfaithful to the feminine. Okay, some of you could be married or perhaps committed, long-term commitment. Okay, so let's see. Let's clarify this with some tarot messages here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius, for this twin flame connection. So maybe you found that your twin was not trustworthy, that they had other involvements. Oh, wow, look at this. So we've got the Emperor, of course, representing the divine masculine. We saw that right from the very beginning. We also have the Temperance card. So time is involved, as we've already determined, Aquarius. It might not happen until either autumn season or even winter time. We have the Temperance representing Sagittarius season. So we're looking at November or December. But, you know, autumn and the winter time, they're very close to each other, of course. So patience is required. It could be a masculine who's either just wanting to take action already to fix things, or they know and understand that they're going to have patience in order to fix this problem. Look at that, Knight of Wands. So sometimes the Knight of Wands can get a bit of a bad rep because they're very passionate. There's somebody that you might have a whole lot of fun spending time with. It's just that they tend to not be committal. You know, they're not ready to settle down. Maybe they still want to play the field. They enjoyed those adventures, but not necessarily with the same person. That could explain the third party. Yeah, look at this, 8 of Cups. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So we have some, I guess you could say, more immature energies coming through on behalf of the masculine, where they're not really ready to, let's say, get married, settle down, start a family, or maybe some of you guys might have already had a child or children together. But if what you're hoping for, if what you're looking for is commitment by way of marriage or maybe moving in together, we might have a masculine who's just not ready for that, or were not ready for that in the past, because the Emperor could certainly represent a masculine who's a take charge type individual. It can represent fatherhood. So I do feel for some of my masculines that family is involved here. But if there was unfaithfulness in the partnership, then it also created a lot of problems. And then we have the Fool. So they could have acted very foolishly, but it's also about a fresh start, wanting to start again, a new beginning. That's what we have here. What else for Aquarius, please? All right, some of you could be dealing with Virgo. We do have the Hermit. We also have the World card coming through here. So even though it might have created some problems and the relationship could have gone into separation for some of you, for your twin flame, I feel that with the World card coming through, yes, it's acknowledging the fact that a cycle has completed, but it's also offering a chance for fulfillment and to be able to work things out through a new cycle coming in. You know, if that makes sense for your situation. So let's go ahead and grab some additional guidance here for you, Aquarius. So third party could have been a problem. All right, what else for this twin flame connection for Aquarius? Angels and spirit guides, please. What else does the universe need to share with you about your twin flame connection for Aquarius? They're still into you. Love potion. Okay, so into you. This is exactly what's needed. Their loyalty in the partnership. Let's see what else. Taking a risk, which is very much like the Fool's energy, okay? So if they want a new beginning, if they want to take that leap of faith, as is the interpretation of that card, then they're going to have to take a risk. And whether or not they don't succeed, whether or not it works out, or if you guys come back together, they just don't know what the outcome is. But this is telling us perhaps that we have a masculine who's willing to take a chance on love, divine feminine, because they're still so into you. They still love you. They still care for you. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify this with some tarot. So if you've ever wondered if your twin flame masculine still cares for you and loves you, considering the history that you guys have been through, especially if it involves infidelity or third parties, I feel they've maybe matured, maybe they're older now, and they're ready and willing to take a risk here. Look at that, Two of Cups. So it does say soulmates, but we are focusing on a twin flame connection here. Two of Cups can certainly still represent that. They still want you at the end of the day. They still see you as the person that they want to live life with. And maybe they have learned a lesson here. That's something that you're going to have to assess for yourself should it manifest in the 3D. Can you trust this person? Can you trust your twin? Can they be loyal to the partnership? I feel at this point with the Ten of Pentacles coming through, you can. You know, they certainly didn't present that to you before, but things have changed. Things have shifted as far as the type of person that they are at this point. Maybe finances are looking up for some of you guys as well. But we have a person here who's just ready to move ahead, get away from those challenges of the past. Certainly to be able to heal this Three of Swords, which could have something to do with a love triangle or the third party, which we have already seen. And it takes time for that healing to happen. That's not something you can rush through. And then we have the Judgment. So clearly we have a person here who has gone through this journey where they've had realizations. It's like a rebirth. It really is a type of awakening that they've gone through. And so part of that awakening is showing them that epiphany type experience where they know what it is that they need to do now. They've had a chance to assess the past and what that was like, what it is that they could change, what it is that they want to change moving forward to be able to create a much different outcome to this scenario. We do have the masculine showing up as the King of Pentacles here. Prosperity, abundance. They could be very giving at this point, very giving of their heart, of their love, ready to settle down. Maybe they weren't before. Look at that. So this is coming through as a pretty solid relationship at this point. So maybe in their work environment, they're doing great, but the love life wasn't so hot. But things seem to be shifting towards that type of experience. So for those of you who are in separation or who have even experienced infidelity in your partnership, they're coming through wanting to offer loyalty at this point. And of course, it's up to you, the viewer, whether or not you accept that apology, whether or not you will allow them to return. But this twin flame connection has a chance. It has a chance to resurface. And look at this. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. So you guys are coming through as twin flames, yes, as well as divine counterparts here, that you guys still belong together, belong with each other, regardless of some of the difficult moments that you've endured. So again, Aquarius, if you are open to the possibility of coming back together with your twin flame, the message from the universe is that it's worth the risk. It's worth giving it a second chance. All right, guys, so I will leave that there. If you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box, and I'll include the link to the decks that you see here. Thank you guys so very much. I will see you in the next one.